Welcome. Today we're going to go through a short standing sequence to strengthen the legs and support the knee joints. We will be working with support with a chair, or you can get close to a wall, but we will be using a prop, either a yoga block or a box of tissues, a roll of paper towels, something that has about 4 inches of width to use between the legs for stability. And we'll begin there. We'll begin in Tadasana. So go ahead and place your prop between your thighs, closer to your knees than your hips, and lift up nice and tall through your spine. Before we get started completely, I want to remind you to always work within your level of comfort, maintain a nice even breath as you go, and if you do find that you are experiencing any discomfort, then back off of what you're doing, okay? So standing here, take a moment to anchor into your feet, hip width apart, parallel, and bring your awareness to your knees, and notice what's going on with your knees. If you feel you've locked your knee joints out, bend your knees slightly. I'm going to turn so you can see. I have a slight bend in my knees. This creates an activation through your legs and helps you to bear your weight equally down through your legs and your feet into the floor. So keeping that sense of stability through the legs, lift up through your spine, gently strengthening your abdomen to lengthen your low back, and let your arms release. Now from here, we're going to hold here in Tadasana. Bring your gaze down or close your eyes if that's comfortable. Just take a moment to connect to your body. Connect to how you're feeling right now. Become aware of the flow of your breath. Breathe in and out through your nose. Relax through your abdomen so you can feel that gentle expansion in your abdomen as you inhale and gentle contraction as you exhale. We'll be moving with the breath, so we want to make a connection to the breath. Now lift your gaze, bring your gaze forward, find a focal point in front of you to look at. And then you can either hold your support if you need to, because we're going to be bending and straightening the knees, or reach your arms out to the side and bend your elbows like goalposts. Now as you exhale, bend your knees, push your hips back like you're about to sit in a chair, lower your elbows at the same time. And as you inhale, extend your knees and lift your arms up. They don't have to reach up really high, we're just moving in a gentle way. Exhale, bend your knees, push your hips back, inhale, extend. So hugging the prop here with the legs helps to stabilize through the inner thighs. It helps give you some support through your pelvic floor, your belly, your back, while strengthening the legs. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Pushing your hips back. Try not to let your knees push forward over your toes. You want the hips to push back. So it's a bit of a squat action. It's a modified or variation of chair pose, Utkatasana. Let's do that 2 more times, working through this. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Push your hips back. Inhale, extend. Now bend your knees and hold here. Hold this effort. Hug your prop a little bit more. Gently engage in your low abdomen. Strengthen it to lengthen your low back. Holding here, keeping your gaze forward. Breathe evenly. Toes are down. Relax your face and your jaw. And then extend your knees and release your arms out to the side and down. Now just take your prop, set it aside, and hold your support if you need to. And shake your legs out, kick your feet forward. You can shake your arms out a little bit too. And then come towards your support and get your prop again. Place it between your thighs, closer to your knees than your hips. Anchoring into Tadasana, but being close enough to your support, you can hold on with both of your hands. This will be a little bit more of a balance challenge, but we want to be working through the feet, the ankles, the fronts of the shins, the tibialis, the anterior muscle, and then the calf muscles on the back of the low leg. So from here again, anchor into your feet, bend your knees slightly to help you drop your weight down evenly through your legs and your feet. And then your gaze is on your focal point. And follow your breath as you inhale. Pick your heels up, coming onto the balls of your feet, your tippy toes. As you exhale, lower your heels down. Put your weight in your heels and pick your feet and toes up to activate the front of the shin. Exhale, lower your feet down. Inhale, pick your heels up. Exhale, lower down. Take your time. This is a short movement, and we're aligning it with the breath, so that means you're going to be moving slowly. Try not to move quickly. Take your time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Hug the block or prop with your legs to stay stable through your thighs. Now we'll lower the heels. This next time you lower your heels, pick your feet and toes up and try to hold that position. So this might be a very different type of position to get your feet into and to activate the legs in this way. It's really good to strengthen the front of the shin to support the knee joint. Okay. And then release as you exhale, release down through your feet and your toes, and then take your prop and set it aside. And once again, shake your arms out, shake your legs out. And now we'll work through a variation of lunge, a lunge position or warrior one. So we do want to feel that we're supported. We are close enough to our support if we need it. So make sure you get there. You're able to hold on if you need to. Again, start in Tadasana, knees soft, lift up tall through your spine. Gently activate through your low abdomen to help lengthen your low back. And what I mean by that is you're just hugging your belly button a little bit towards your spine. You're not sucking your stomach in and holding your breath. It's just a strengthening. Holding your support, take a step back with your right foot, but don't put your heel down. This is your own step stance. So it's not a really big reach back or extension back with that leg. You're stepping your foot back, anchoring the ball of your foot. Then bend both of your knees so your hips are centered between both of your feet and you're able to hold here. Now you don't need to turn, you can hold with both of your hands, but I'm going to turn to show you that my legs are tracking parallel. There's a bit of space between my legs here. So think about engaging in your legs as if you're hugging your prop, and that will create a little bit more of a lift up through your spine. And we're going to be working in and out of this lunge here, this double lunge, and move with the breath. So if you're holding with both of your hands, that's fine. If you want, you can turn like I am and hold with one hand and try this movement. But if you are freeing up an arm, then we're going to be lifting the arm as well. So arm out to the side like a goalpost position with the knees bent. And then as you inhale, extend your knees, reach your arm or arms up. And as you exhale, bend your knees, lowering down. So working in a way that's right for you. Exhale, bending your knees. Inhale, extending. Sometimes bringing the arms into an action takes away your attention away from where we're working. So it's okay if you just want to hold here and concentrate on engaging in the legs. Inhale, lifting, gently hugging your belly button towards your spine. Exhale, bending. Feeling the thighs activate, the hamstrings, the glutes, the calves, the shins. Strengthening the feet and the ankle joints too. Extend and stay there. And then step forward with your right foot. Shake your legs out a little bit. Step away from your support so you can move your legs. And then we'll do the other side. So start in Tadasana. Soften your knees. Lift up through your spine. Find your focal point to look at in front of you. And then take a step back with your left foot, your own step stance. Anchor the ball of your foot, your heel is lifted. And again, I'm going to turn so you can see that my legs are a little bit apart. They're tracking parallel. You don't have to turn. Align yourself. So you can look down, look at your legs, and then bend both of your knees, pushing your hips back so that centers your hips between your feet. Your center of gravity is even and it's balanced, okay? You don't have more weight in your front leg or your back leg. And then lift up through your spine, your arms, hold on to your support, or you can bring one arm out if you want to try that, but really pay attention to your legs more than anything. And as you inhale, extend your knees, and as you exhale, bend, pushing your hips back a little bit. Try not to have, especially the front knee, push over your toes. You don't want to do that. You want to keep that knee aligned, tracking towards the second toe and just moving slightly forward from the ankle joint. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. One more time. And extend. And then step your left foot forward. And now step away from your support. Hold with one hand and march in place. Let's get your knees up nice and high. Exaggerate the march. Make sure you're breathing evenly. And then come back to stand. Get your prop. Place it between your thighs where we began in Tadasana, anchoring your feet hip width apart, parallel. Lift up tall through your spine. And then bend your knees. Soften your knees. Let your arms release. Gently activating the low abdomen to lengthen the low back. Just pause here. Bring your gaze down or close your eyes and draw your awareness inward. And get a sense of how your body's feeling now after the work you've been doing. Sense the legs, sense your feet, your toes. Get a sense of your knee joints. You may feel that you're a bit more present. Your awareness is more present in your legs and your feet, a bit more of a sense of stability. The muscles in the legs have been worked. They may feel a bit tingly or warm. Perhaps there's a bit of a sense of energy in the legs and the pelvic floor. Just observe, feel what you feel. You can observe here as long as you'd like, connecting to your breath. And when you're ready, you can bring your gaze forward, open your eyes, and relax. You can take your prop, set it aside. And that's all for now. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.